welcome to this week's Yin and welcome to Paros. Just taking your time and, as always, finding that comfortable spot that will allow your body and mind to be able to reset just for this next hour. And really taking your time, allowing space, finding effortlessness and ease. But mainly for now, just finding that support as your body finds the floor. Noticing how the weight releases through the points of contact and all the way down to the ground. And it doesn't matter how you're sat or whether you're sitting or lying down. Wherever you find your body, just make sure that you're comfortable, you're relaxed and supported. And we can start by scanning down through the body, all the way from head to toes. As you're scanning through, you're noticing places that might feel a bit tight, or maybe sore, or maybe tired. And noticing how it feels to be here, now. How it feels physically, mentally, emotionally. And it's important not to try to do anything. Whatever happens in this session, it's an outcome of like a mental process, not so much of a sort of designed physical action. Of course, we're going to move through space, but mainly most of our time is like a patient waiting for the release to happen. Just gently start shifting the attention to the breath. Noticing the rise and fall. Finding that expansion as you're breathing in. Notice the release as you're breathing out. And above all, just be aware of the effortlessness. How softly the body breathes. Sometimes without us even noticing. Most of the time. Also notice how the whole body gets affected by the movement of the breath. And it's really none of your doing. It just happens there. And we're allowing it to happen because we need it, of course. And that's what makes it effortless. The fact that we're not resisting it. That we're not putting any extra effort or attention to it. So from there, gently, you can start waking up the body. Just soft moves, fingers, toes, hands, feet, stretching arms and stretching legs, opening, expanding, stretching, twisting, reaching. And you're just noticing how the body feels today. What's the vibe? If there are any parts of the body that you'd like to protect, just be aware of them and take care of them throughout the practice. Nice, and eventually from there, just go ahead and bring your knees all the way in towards your chest. Inhale, squeezing in, flexing your feet. With the exhale, let both legs extend, heels pointing all the way up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And inhale, bring them in. Exhale, extend, reaching out, flexing both feet. 2 more. Inhale, squeezing in. Exhale, flexing out. Last one, inhale in. And exhale, extend and reach. And hold there. If you'd like, you can bring a strap and place it on top of the balls of your toes, balls of your feet. Or you can keep your hands somewhere around the legs. Lovely. And just stay there. Noticing the back of the pelvis, and let it keep the contact with the floor underneath. Making sure the whole body is relaxed where you are. That's it. And from there, gently just bring your hands around the right leg and let your left leg travel all the way down, as far down as it feels comfortable, reaching down, or you can even bend that left knee. Up to you. And just stay. making sure that right foot is flexed to ensure a nice stretch along the back of the leg. And just holding it there for 3 and 2 and 1. Nice release, bending the right knee, letting the right knee extend all the way down, and bring your left knee in. Nice, just squeezing in, and then flexing the left foot and slowly extending the left leg all the way up. Again, you can bring your hands somewhere along that leg or the foot, or you can bring a strap and place it along the sole of the foot. The point of the strap is to ensure that your arms and shoulders and neck won't get tense in your effort to reach and grab the leg. So it just brings it closer to you so you can have the effect of holding it but without tensing. So whether you're holding the leg or you're holding the strap, just make sure that you're not adding any extra effort, any unnecessary tension. Nice for 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. And with the exhale, you're letting it release. Very good. Both knees in. Let's go for a quick twist. So from there, just maybe rolling from side to side. And eventually, we're going to let both legs drop over to the right. Left arm opening to the left. Eyes turning to look to the left. If you'd like some support under your left shoulder, go for it. If you'd like something between the legs, so you can have a support under your left knee as well, go for it. And work through the length here. All the way from head to tail, from tail to toes, and from hand to hand. You're lengthening, you're widening, you're spiraling open. And tune in with the breath. With the exhale, just gently bring it all the way back to center, maybe just rolling from side to side, and then eventually letting both legs fall over to the left, right arm opening to the right, eyes turn to look to the right. Support under your right shoulder. If you'd like support under your right knee, between the legs. And allow the body to release. You're letting it fall, knowing that the ground is there to support. All the way back to center. Good. Just maybe gently rolling from side to side. Lovely. And eventually bring it over to one side and all the way over to your table. So finding hands and knees into the floor here. Nice. Pelvis on top of your knees, shoulders on top of your wrists. Let's go for the cat-cow. So inhale, letting your pelvis drop, eyes looking out. Exhale, taking the tail in, sending your back, head drops. And again, inhale, opening, looking out. Exhale, back goes back. Inhale, opening, looking out. Exhale, back goes back. Inhale, opening, looking out. Exhale, back goes back. Last one, inhale, open. And exhale, back goes back. Nice. Finding center. From there, keeping pelvis and legs and thighs fixed. Let's bring the forearms down onto the floor. Pelvis will stay on top of the knees. And from there, just go ahead and walk your hands as far out as it feels good. You can either bring your forehead down, your chin, or you can even turn to the side your head. Aiming to create a space for the shoulders to rotate, allowing the chest to drop. Lovely. And from there, slowly start walking yourself back. Nice. From there, just tucking the toes under, knees coming off the floor, and gently we're going to start sending the pelvis back and up. So, keeping the knees bent for now. Pelvis travels back. And that way we ensure that the pelvis can travel as far back as possible. And also we can allow the full rotation to the shoulders. Just keeping the knees bent and your heels off the ground for now. Great, for 3. And 2. And 1, and gently we're going to start extending one leg at a time, just pedaling or walking the dog. And just stay as you keep walking. Carrying on for 3, and 2. And 1, and just come and bring it to a comfortable version of the downward dog for today. Trying to keep both legs extended as much as it feels good. Making sure that you keep sending the pelvis back and up. And you're using your hands to push the body backwards. Holding it there. For 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely. Shifting the weight over to the left leg, and with the next inhale, right leg extends and reaches back and up. Nice, all the way out. Holding for 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. With the exhale, we're going to bend that right knee, bring it all the way in towards the chest, and come and shift the weight coming to your plank. Right knee hovering in, and that's short. just come and step that right foot between your hands. Nice. Once you're there, go ahead and fold the mat under your left knee. And whenever you're ready, bend the left knee and tuck the toes. Nice. Now we're going to stay there for a bit. You can already feel the effect of that stretch on your left hip joint, so stay with it. Nice. You can close the eyes here maybe. And really tune into whatever is happening around your pelvis and hip joints. Try to bring the breath into play. Left hand coming onto the floor, right arm rises up. Too much for your right arm, you can always bring it around your back and let it rest onto your back there. Nice. 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in with the exhale, letting it release. Great. Taking that right hand from the inside of your right leg, stepping your right foot towards the edge of the mat. Nice. And from there, you can either start walking your hands towards the top of the mat, or you can bend the elbows, eventually allowing your forearms to reach down and letting your head drop. You can always add extra props here to make sure you're well supported. Pelvis heavy, just dropping there. Lovely, for 3. And 2. And 1. Lovely. Hands coming onto the floor. Tuck the toes of that left foot, lifting the whole body up. Bringing that right leg in. And just again, tucking the knee towards you. And now we're going to shift that right knee and place it right behind the right wrist. Good. And once you're set, then come and slide back. And here you can adjust. If you'd like to increase the intensity of the stretch, you try to bring your right shin flush to the top of the mat. If you find it too intense, you can always keep narrowing your angle. So starting with a balance here, of course there's more weight coming onto the right, yeah, but make sure that the body is centered, that you're not entirely leaning onto the right, that somehow there is some weight falling onto that left thigh. Keep extending the left leg so it takes some of the balance towards the left too. Nice. Think of the spine lengthening, chest staying nice and open, shoulders open. Nice. And from here you can even think of opening the chest, eyes looking up. Or even you can keep the eyes closed, that's okay. And try to be aware of anything that's going on in your body right now. What's happening there? Shoulders relaxed. For 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. With the exhale softly and slowly, we're traveling down. And bring it all the way down, as far down as it feels comfortable for today. Again, adding as many props as needed in order to elevate the support for your arms and head. And let it melt. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes. So just stay with the breath. Stay with the changing sensation within the body. Notice as the breath comes and goes. What's the sensation? Keep letting go, keep releasing, allowing the body to melt. A few more breaths here. Probably by now it's a complete different landscape in your body, and you feel it quite different from when we started here. And with the next exhale, just gently start rolling up. Well done. Walking your hands back, rolling the shoulders back. Think of the chest opening, think of the eyes turning to look up. Just making sure that your head does not drop all the way down. Always keeping that space on the back of the neck. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. With the exhale, you're letting it release, coming back to center. Hands onto the floor, tuck the toes of the left foot, lift the body up, bring the right foot back, and just gently pedaling the knees here, softly, as you transition all the way back to the downward dog. And again here, just hold. Pelvis traveling back and up. Nice and open. For 3. And 2. And 1. Shifting the weight now to the right foot. Release the left leg. Let the left leg extend out and away. Holding it for 3. And 2. Nice, well done. And 1, breathing in. As you exhale, come and bend that left knee, bring it all the way in towards your chest, moving towards a hovering plank. We want to stay long here. Now come and step the left foot between your hands. Optional here for you, you can fold the mat under your right knee, and then just go ahead and bend the right knee and tuck the toes. And here is the moment for the pelvis. So just taking your time as you allow the pelvis to drop. Allowing the pelvis to be heavy. And notice what kind of stretch that creates along your right thigh, your right hip joint. Lovely. And from here, right hand comes into the center or into the floor. And we're going to turn and open to the left, letting the left arm rise and reach up. And again, it's optional. You can either keep the arm extended, pointing up, or you can let it travel all the way around your back, bringing that left hand towards your right back of the pelvis. And just finding that opening. Find that extra space. Nice for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. With the exhale, you're letting it release. Good. Both hands coming onto the floor. Taking the toes of that right foot. Extend the right leg. And just swing or swipe that left leg back. And then come and place your left knee behind your left wrist. Once you're set, go and slide back so that you have many points of contact onto the floor. So from there, you can adjust that left shin and place it to the place that feels best for you. And that's always a place where you can feel that it's working. You're not cheating, you're not just escaping, but you find it absolutely sustainable, that you can stay here for as long as I ask. So make sure that it's a place that's sort of comfortable, but you can feel that it's working out something for you. So it's just taking your range just a step further. And just holding it, finding the balance. Again, make sure that the right leg is now extended so that you can reshape and restructure your balance here. Of course there's more contact and weight onto the left, but that does not mean that we're leaning onto the left altogether. Just find a centered place to be here. And through that, find the lengthening. I know those first few moments, breaths, minutes even, can feel very, very intense and very uncomfortable. I know. But we're here to observe how things shift and change. And this too will change, as everything does. From here you can think of a gentle opening on the back. So think of the chest opening, maybe eyes starting to look up. Even if the eyes are closed, it doesn't matter. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale now, slowly we can start going down. So just walking your hands forwards and towards the top of the mat. And you can start bending the elbows, bringing the forearms down. And then just letting it go as far down as it feels comfortable. Just finding your space here, adjusting, and I'll see you back in 3 minutes. Stay there and observe the ever-changing condition of the body and the mind. And just staying present with a breath. Notice the shoulders, your neck, the upper part of your back. just one more minute to go. So stay with the breath. Observe the changes. So from there, just breathing in, and with the exhale, start walking yourself all the way back, placing your hands on either side of the leg, of that left leg, and just think of opening the chest, eyes looking up, finding center, finding balance. Exhale, release. Hands coming onto the floor. Tuck the toes of that right foot. Lift the body up and come and step again. That left foot this time towards the side of the mat. I didn't forget about it. So keeping both hands from the inside of that left foot, you can bend that right knee, untuck the toes, and either walk your hands forwards, bend the elbows. And we're just going to stay here for a couple of minutes. Always important to find the support for your head. That support can be provided by any various things, objects, limbs. Nice, one more minute to go. As always, staying with the breath, notice how the breath affects the pelvis, the hip joints, and this part of the connection of the leg to the pelvis as you're breathing in and out. For 3 and 2 and 1. Lovely. From there, just walking your hands all the way back. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the body up, bring the left leg back, and slowly bring it to a walking dog as you're pedaling your knees. Nice. And eventually maybe you can find a pause in the downward dog. Breathing in. As you exhale, come and bend the knees. And let the arms slide forwards, salutation to the earth. From there, with the next exhale, come and swing the pelvis back so that you can sit on your heels and allow the body to come upright. So sitting onto the heels. Good. Inhale, arms rising, reaching up. Exhale, just diving down, and we're going to slide into the salutation to the earth, pelvis on top of the knees. Inhale. Exhale, just bringing it back, pelvis onto your heels, and just rolling the spine vertebra by vertebra. Once more, inhale, arms rising up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen. And with the exhale, we're going to slide and dive all the way down, salutation to the earth, pelvis up. With the exhale, we're going to slide back, sitting bones on your heels, rolling up. Lovely. Inhale. And with your next exhale, just allow your body to release and rest. Bring it all the way back to a nice, comfortable lying down or sitting position, whatever you find fits best for the moment. Lovely. Taking your time, finding your space, allowing the body to be supported. And through that support, you're lengthening and widening and finding and creating space. Finding the breath, finding the effortlessness of the breath. Allowing it to be part of the body, to affect the body. And with every breath that passes, you feel recharged, refreshed, revitalized. And whenever you're ready, you can start waking up the body, moving fingers and toes and hands and feet, stretching arms and legs, reaching, twisting, opening, expanding. Lovely. And eventually just rolling over to one side and bring it all the way up to sitting. And just finding your sitting bones here, your balance, allowing your spine, your back to lengthen and widen, letting your head balance right on the top of your head. No, letting your head balance right on the top of your spine. That's better. And then just go ahead and take a deep breath, arms rising, reaching up. Exhale, hands to chest, finding your center. And inhale, opening eyes, minds, hearts. Thank you very, very much for joining today. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you soon.